4th of July. I remember it very, very well. Italian pizza place on the west side of town in Vegas. One of our plumber partners got called out to snake a drain. Their technician couldn't get it. So he called us and said, hey, my guy can't get this. I don't know if you need a longer snake. I don't know what the problem is. So myself and my senior technician, we went out. Turns out they hadn't touched their grease trap in years. All the grease had backed up into the lines. All of the grease lines were backed up all the way to all the drains in the kitchen. Nightmare. And grease is way worse than septic, in my opinion. It's just the smell and the nastiness and the cleaning it up. Everything is just worse. Fortunately, my now main guy, my most senior technician, had just started with us. He put a snake in there and he said, this line is full of grease. A snake isn't going to do it. And so had to start jetting. But the line was backed up completely all the way to the grease trap, and the grease trap was full of solid grease to the rim. So you're jetting and it's just coming back in the kitchen, right? And the whole floor is greasy water and nastiness, and I had to throw away my shoes, and it was horrible. So he said, I know, here's what we got to do. We got to go out and jet from the grease trap. We got to poke a hole in there and get the jetter hose up in the inlet and come back in and get the grease to come out of the pipe that way. And so he did, and we used our Zoom fog additive and all this kind of stuff to try and whatever we could to break up the grease. He jetted that all out and finally got the kitchen drained. A grease pumping company that we had developed a partnership with was able to come out the next day on the 4th of July. So it was the 3rd of July night when this problem. 4th of July, he was able to get his truck out there in an emergency, charged an emergency fee and charged a neglect fee on the grease trap itself. And those fees add up. You know, normally a $400 grease trap pumping was now $1,000. And that got the restaurant owner's attention. And I said, look, you can avoid all this stuff for a few $100 a month, right? And just have us come out and you'll never have this problem again. And even if you do have a small problem, we'll come out and fix it for free because you're on our program. And it helped convince him, a restaurateur who was, I don't spend a penny until I need to. We convinced him that he needs to preventatively. But I still wake up with night terrors about that situation.